Hello everyone and welcome to a pretty different video, not quite a gameplay video this time, well technically it is, but basically this was suggested in my Diamond Camo video. People were just wondering how I made the emblem, and I thought yeah, why not. So first of all I'm just going to cycle through what I've already done. This is a pretty simple emblem to make. It's a very blocky design, so I can make it with simple shapes. It's not a problem really. So just for the people that just want to see how I made it, I'm just going to cycle through what I've made, and then for the people that want more in-depth stuff, I'm going to probably try and remake it on video because it shouldn't take too long. So let's go cycle through, just so you can see the placement of what I've already done. This is the oops, don't double click that. This is the sort of, what's it called? The emboss. Like I embossed it just because I had so many emblems left, so much space left after I made the main initial design that I decided to make it sort of like embossed. I don't think you can actually see it when it's on the gun, so I don't know why. Yeah, I might as well just get rid of it, to be honest. So I'm gonna probably, when I remake it, I'm going to just do a simple emblem because I don't think the emboss really does anything. It only looks nice on the actual editor, so yeah, and that's basically all it is. So yeah, that's just for all those people that want you to know how I placed each emblem. I was going to cycle back through again. Yeah, this is just for people that are sort of wanting to see where I placed everything, without me having to explain it to them. And there we go. Okay, so let's go and edit this emblem. Let's go to done. Just discard. Wow. This is my other emblem, a machinima logo. Let's just make a new one. I'm going to remake the XG logo. Now, the first thing I do when I'm making an emblem, it's get a reference photo. I don't make emblems off the top of my head. I don't just think of the XG logo and make it. I will basically get a photo up next to my screen, whether it's printed off or something, and I'll basically copy it. That's the best way to keep things looking right, basically. If you try and do it from your head, you're going to get all the proportions wrong and everything. It's just going to look off, generally. So yeah, try and get a reference photo. So I've got one up of the XG logo right now. I've got quite a few emblems to unlock still, but I don't think I'm going to use any of these anyway. I generally just use tools. These are like the best ones you can really use, I think, for anything. They kind of just work with everything, you know, whenever you want to use. This isn't quite as powerful as the APB editor, I've got to say, but it's a lot more powerful than what was on Black Ops, so that's a good thing. So what we're going to do is we're going to change the scale of the emblem to look pretty much like the X. We're going to keep this white. Let's just change this to look, that's about the right thickness, isn't it? And now let's just make sure it's the exact right angle using the grid, and let's just place it. Now I'll probably be moving things around a lot during this, whether that's big enough or not, I don't know. Maybe I'll make it a bit bigger actually. In fact, it's not very centered, is it? Let's just make that a bit bigger. Okay, let's place that there. That seems okay. Now we want to make use of the copy function, which is C and V, oops, and V, and then we want to flip. F. Oh, come on, flip. Oh, it's not flipping. I guess I'm gonna have, no, I must be able to flip. That's ridiculous. It should be able to flip. That's a bit weird. Unless it's flipping. Yeah, it should flip. I don't know what's going on. Let's try again. No. Okay then. Well, I'll just have to do that then, won't I? Maybe I didn't flip it. Generally, I try and use flip as much as possible and stuff like that because it keeps things looking... Okay, that's a bit small, I think. In fact, I think it's a bit thick now I've looked at it. So let's just make this thinner and maybe a bit longer. Looking at the reference photo, you see, I can see that it's too thick, so let's just make this a bit thinner. Okay, let's confirm that. I'm going to get rid of this one because that's easier, I think. And I'm just going to copy this one again. because it's the exact size that I need it to be. No, flip still didn't work. I had to try it. Okay, so let's just keep that side. Now I think that's too thin. God damn, I can't win. Okay, and I'm happy with that. So that's our X done. Isn't that easy? Right, so we're going to move on to the G now. This one will take a lot more melding. I guess you could call it melding. I'm not quite sure what to call it. No, not a tent. I don't want a tent. Okay, now I'm going to change the color of this, obviously to red. And that seems like, well, maybe a darker red. Let's keep it that red, actually. That's quite cool. Make it a bit brighter. Oh, gosh. No, I don't want to keep it there. That's a really bad place to put it. Let's just flatten this out. I'm going to switch it towards here. Now I'm going to keep big, because if I keep it big, I can get the sides matched up easier to the X. All you want to do is make your life as easy as possible, basically. That seems about right. So I'm going to make this smaller with the scale, and I'm going to drop it in here. About there? Now it's about halfway in, so about there, I think. And that's the little mini bit of the G. I don't know why I always do that bit first, but I do. Okay, let's get another one of these. Let's copy the colour. This colour, I think it was. And yeah. Now we want to make... Let's make the top of the G. So let's... I'm going to keep it out this way. I don't know why, but I am. And we want to make it down about... Oh dear. So we want to keep it in line with the top of this X here. And we want to make it maybe to this line here. So that's about right, I think. Let's just make this a bit longer first of all. Like so. And let's just drop that in there. That seems right. Keeping the grid lines really do help. To try and use those as much as possible. I think that's a bit... Actually, no, that should work. That should work. And now I'm going to copy that again, because again, that's the right size that we want to keep the thickness of the G. And let's just... Oh, can we bring this... No, you can't bring it down with shift or something. Can you? No, you can't. So yeah, I think the one in APB is a lot more powerful. But this is still pretty good. Let's just put that there. I think that's about right. About as right as I'm going to get it. Okay, and we're going to get... should we copy that again? Yeah, okay, let's copy that again. Don't know whether this is really necessary, but it means that the size should be right if I was to put it here, if I'm not mistaken. Indeed, I think it is. Let's just push that up. About... that's a bit too high, I think, actually. About there. That seems about right. And now I want to fix scaling. I don't want that. I just want to have normal scaling, but... Oh god. Nah, it's messed up the scaling, hasn't it? Oh well. I'm gonna have to just make do. Oh dear. Okay, I'll get it in a bit. I'll get it. Just bear with me. Okay. Is that right? Is that okay? Maybe a bit thinner. Oh gosh. Okay, I think that's about right. Yeah, that'll work. Okay, let's move on to what I used. I used these, where are they? What are they, trapeziums? I think they're called trapeziums, aren't they? How is that a half heart? How is that a half heart? That's not a half heart. What sort of hearts the hell do they... with the half heart? Deary me. Okay. But anyway, let's go make this half heart into the XG logo. Okay. First I'm going to line this up down here. Make this smaller. And I'm just going to see if I can fit it into here. So now what you want to do is line it up with this here, so it's nice and straight. And you want to keep it, try and keep it a uniform gap between the X and the G, just to keep it looking neat. I think that's about right. I think I'm going to copy that again. And I think if I'm, oops, gosh, I think if I'm, if I'm not, yeah, we can actually flip now. I think it flips up and down, which is kind of annoying. But let's just move that up here, because this is going to be used the same up here, you see, and it works nicely. I actually think this is a bit too thick, but we can figure that out later on. So let's just, I think I'm going to copy them again, actually, now I think about it. Let's copy that again, and let's just move this around. So we want to move this down to here now. About there? Yeah, that's about right, isn't it? And then, again, it's really simple. It really is simple. We want to get the one below now, so you want to copy that, paste it here, and move it up. Really simple. And now we've got these little gaps and things here which we can fill up in just a second, because I want to make this a lot thinner. So this is the cool thing about keeping a reference, because I mean, yeah, I can see it's obviously like too thick, but if you keep a reference, you can keep tabs on all this stuff, sort of thing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to probably make this a lot thinner. Let's just move it. Oh gosh, let's move this down here. Let's make this thinner, and then maybe move it here. Oh gosh, up a bit, down a bit, up a bit, down a bit. Oh gosh. Okay, now we want to make it thicker, which is really annoying because you can't like scale it one way, which is really annoying. I wish it had more tools, but I guess, I don't know, they're probably catering to people that don't want to make stuff like this, like putting stuff together. I guess it's powerful enough. It's powerful enough. I shouldn't be complaining. It's a lot better than Black Ops 1. Okay. That's about right. Oh, actually, it's probably a bit too thick now, isn't it? Nah, it's fine. It'll be fine. And now I'm going to get this bit here. Let's make this thinner again. Oh, gosh. There we go. Bit thicker than that. Up and down is thickness, right. So make it thinner. We want to make it a square in the middle, but I don't think we're going to be doing that. So let's just... That's about right, isn't it? Yeah, let's just make this a bit lower. And we've got one there. Right, that works, I think. So let's just make this... Oh gosh, I keep forgetting to click on it. Let's just make this the right size. Let's just push it back down here. Okay. Oh, up a bit. I'm a perfectionist. I'm sorry, people. Okay, there we go. That's perfect. Right. Now, oh gosh, don't do that. Now we want to get onto this top bit here, and we want to change, oh gosh, we want to change that to be a bit thinner, which is pretty simple really, isn't it? Let's just put it in the middle there. Make it a bit fatter. A bit fatter still. And again, I think that's about right, isn't it? Okay, so it's really taken shape now, obviously. We just want to get rid of these little crappy bits here. We can do that by, I think actually, we could just alter these. Now I think about it, if we just make these, scale these up and make them bigger, we can just slot them in there and it fixes the problem. There we go. So let's just make these bigger using the scale. Make sure you try and use the fixed scale to keep it even. We have the XG logo done, people. We have it done. I don't know if we can select everything. No, we can't. Okay, well what I'm going to do is I'm going to move this, just center it all into the middle. I'll be right back. Okay guys, I've got it centered. basically now I want to make some sort of background. Obviously, if you just want to have it like that, great. I was going to put a background. Actually, I'm going to quickly make this a bit ACD. Sorry, I've got to do it. Okay, let's just push it up a bit, up a bit, down a bit. There we go. Perfect. Okay. Now I'm going to make a background. So we usually have a blue background, which is pretty simple to make, I guess. Any of these can do. I guess we could just use that. But you need to put this layer at the bottom. So we're going to just choose the color first. Let's just make the blue background. And we want to move layer down by pressing D. Oops, no, we want to move it up then. Up? Okay, we want to move it up. And we want to move it up all the way to the end. And we have the blue background. Now what I didn't like is, I didn't like this just straight blue background. So what I did on my one was I made another one of a different blue. Now I used this, I think. And I just zoomed it in a bit. I changed the color to a darker blue, I believe it was. Or it was the other way around, I think it was. It's not a big deal. Let's just do this. And then I moved that all the way down here. Oops, too far. Like so, now I think I switched these around, yeah. So this was the lighter one. This was the darker one. So let's just do that quick. Oops, darker. And this was the lighter one. Let's stretch it like that. Okay. I think that's pretty much what I did. So yeah, just to make it a bit more, it might have been the other way around, I don't know. But that's basically what I did, just to make it a bit more sort of like rugged behind. It's a shame you don't have gradients and things. That would be really nice. But these are things that you can add later on Treyarch, you know? You can add these for the next Black Ops, you see? So all of this on only 12 layers, which is the best thing you can do. Try and keep the layers down as much as possible. If you could make something with only 3 layers, make it with only 3 layers, you know? That's why I kind of made the background with the emboss. If you do want to put the emboss on, basically just make the entire thing again. Copy all these, place them all behind a slightly darker shade, and then place them all behind these layers. It's quite simple, really. So yeah, that should be it for this emblem. If there's any other ideas for other emblems that you'd like, and if you'd like more of these videos, make sure you comment those below and I'll see what I can do about that. But yeah, I really love making emblems in these games. When I saw this as in Black Ops, it actually made me really want to buy Black Ops. It wasn't quite as good as the one in APB, like I said, which I was kind of hoping it was going to be, because it looked very similar in the trailers and stuff. But yeah, maybe I'll do an APB one day, because I made some pretty good stuff on that. Mostly anime stuff, but yeah, I really like making stuff in that. But yeah, that's basically it. Be sure to like this video if you want more of this, if you liked it anyway. Hope you guys can find use in this and enjoy making our emblem. So yeah, if you want, this is just sort of like a pilot, I guess. If you want me to make other things, be sure to comment those below. So yeah, see you next time.